Hello everyone, my name is Urvi and I create regular videos on TR to PR pathway. I am providing you with latest AOR and eCOPR timelines just for you. So if you haven't subscribed already, make sure you subscribe, and if you like my videos, make sure you leave me a like as well. Alright, so let's start into today's video, and the first, as our routine, we will start with AOR timelines and then we will move into eCOPR timelines. So the AOR timelines, the first timeline I have here is of MS. MS applied under International Graduate Stream, applied on May 6th, 1:46 p.m. EST, and he was able to link the application on October 9th on the long weekend, and medical was passed on October 8th for him. So that is the timeline. I think MS is still awaiting for AOR, so we will get an update very soon. So congratulations MS for being able to link your application. Moving on to the second timeline here, congratulations Chandra. Chandra applied under International Graduate Stream, applied on May 6th, 2:20 p.m. EST. AOR was received on October 5th and biometric was received on October 6th. So that is Chandra's timeline. Moving on to timeline number 3, International Graduate Stream again, applied on May 6th, 12:45 p.m. EST, was able to link the application on October 12th. Medical was passed on October 12th and biometric request was received on October 12th. So a lot of things happening on October 12th just today for this individual, so that is great. Moving on to the next timeline, International Graduate Stream again, applied on May 6th, 12:45 p.m. EST, was able to link the application on October 8th. PCC request was received on October 7th, and AOR is still awaited for this individual. The next timeline, International Graduate Stream again, applied on May 6th, 3:06 p.m. EST, was able to link the application on October 9th, 2021. So this is one of the latest timelines in terms of submission times. Under International Graduate Stream, this individual applied May 6th, 3:06 p.m. and was able to link the application on October 9th, which is great. Moving on to the next timeline here, International Graduate Stream, applied on May 6, 2:49 p.m. EST, was able to link the application on October 9th and medical was passed. Everything was uploaded upfront and there was no request letter as well. So that is the comment. So basically, definitely we can see for International Graduate Stream, there is a very broad range right now. People between like 12:45 to almost like 3 p.m. are receiving AORs or are able to link their applications. Moving on to the next timeline, International Graduate Stream applied on May 6th, 1:52 p.m. EST. AOR was received on October 7th, 2021, and that is a great timeline. Moving on to the next timeline, in Essential Non-Healthcare Stream, applied 2:56 p.m. EST. AOR was received on October 5th, and ADR PCC was received on October 5th. Remember how we've discussed few timelines before, and for Essential Non-Healthcare Stream, the latest submission time for which AOR is received was May 6th, 11 p.m. EST. So that is one of the latest timelines out there. Alright, moving on to the next timeline, International Graduate Stream without outland dependent, applied on May 6, 12:56 p.m. EST, was linked the application on October 6th, 2021, right? So that is another timeline. The next timeline here is International Graduate Stream, applied on May 6th, 4:29 p.m. EST. AOR was received on September 29th. Again, one of the latest in terms of submission times. And now, special timeline. We have seen this timeline before. International Graduate Stream with inland spouse, applied on May 6, 12:30 p.m. within the 30 minutes of stream being started. Biometric request was received on August 20th, uploaded on 25th. Medical was passed, and then ADR was also requested for this individual on October 4th and AOR on October 4th. So after August 25th, this individual had to wait over a month to receive AOR. So that is definitely a special timeline. So for all of you who are waiting for your AOR and want to link their application, keep calm. Great news is coming soon for you guys. Moving on to the overall IG stream overview, right now the active submission time is between 12:50 p.m. EST, even I would say 12:45 p.m. EST to 3:10 p.m. EST. So it's a very broad range. Applicants who submitted between this range are right now receiving their AORs, are able to link the application. And if you're someone who has applied during this submission time, then you should go ahead and try to link your application if you haven't already. Right, there are applicants who are still waiting, whose submission time is around 12:30 p.m. EST, is still waiting, and the latest timeline is May 6th, 4:30 p.m. EST submission time. That's one of the latest timelines out there, right? All right, so let's look at the overall AOR picture across the different streams. IG stream we discussed right now, essential non-healthcare stream. The latest we saw was May 6th, 11:05 p.m. EST submission time, and healthcare we saw one case in May 7th afternoon, and French streams May 7th afternoon as well. So those are the active submission times in terms of who's receiving AORs across the different streams. Right, and just a quick reminder, I provide regular updates on tier 2 PR pathway, and it's my guarantee that I'll be providing you with regular updates throughout this tier 2 PR pathway journey. So if you haven't subscribed already, make sure you subscribe. Your support really means a lot to me. It gives me motivation to create videos like these. So really appreciate your subscription and your likes as well. Okay, all right, so let's pause for a moment and discuss TR to PR refusals. So we have seen some refusals coming out. That's really unfortunate, but these are for the applicants who either applied under French stream. There was one case where the individual, instead of applying for non-healthcare stream, the consultant applied for healthcare stream by mistake. And the last was there were some missing forms. So I've created an entire video about tier 2 PR refusals. I'll link it here or in the description below. So if you want to check it out, feel free to check it out. I've shared a lot of details and some actions for you. So go ahead and check out that video. All right, moving on to our eCOPR timelines. Our eCOPR timeline number 1. International graduate stream May 6, 12:11 p.m. EST was the submission time. Was able to link the application on June 17th. AOR was received on June 17th. Additional document request for IMM 5669 form was updated or uploaded on August 9th. And this individual sent a web form after receiving AOR and submitted transcript and pay stubs, and web form was accepted for this individual. So all these documents were accepted and attached to the file, and the portal email was received on October 8th, and eCOPR was received on October 12th. So just today for this individual. So that is one of the latest timelines out there. So congratulations to this individual. Now moving on to the next timeline. International graduate stream applied on May 6th, 1:35 p.m. EST. Medical was passed on August 23rd for this individual. AOR was received the next day on August 20th. Additional document request for IMM 5669 form was uploaded on October 3rd, and this individual did not experience any ghost updates. Portal email on October 7th and portal credentials on October 7th, and eCOPR on October 12th. Now notice how IRCC has made some changes around the portal email and portal credential process. Earlier there was some wait time from the portal email to portal credentials. Now we are seeing that majority of the timelines they get portal credentials right away. Within 15 minutes to 1 hour time frame, they receive the credentials. So that is, they have like improvised that part of the process a little bit. So that saves some time in the overall timeline. So that is really good. And that's one of my analysis, what I have seen so far, right? Okay, so that is the timeline. Moving on to the next timeline. International graduate stream applied on May 6th to 1:02 p.m. EST. Medical was passed and biometric information request letter was received on September 7th for this individual. AOR was received on September 8th, and this individual was able to link the application on September 7th. Additional document request for PCC was received on September 7th as well. And then what this individual did was individual submitted web form for official transcript and address change on September 7th. But what happened was that IRCC may not have registered the web form and also requested additional document request for transcript. So this is what IRCC did on September 28th. For this individual sent an additional document request, which is fine as long as this individual tried to submit the documents up front. And again, IRCC sent this request. That's totally fine. It's okay to submit twice rather than not submit it at all, right? So then this individual submitted the transcript again. Ghost updates. This individual received several ghost updates on 15th and 17th. Then after ADR again on October 3rd, 5th and 6th. And finally, portal email was received on October 8th, portal credentials on October 8th, and eCOPR on October 12th for this individual. So that is again one of the latest timelines for you guys. So hope you can get some inspiration from these timelines which I'm sharing with you and take some actions like these individuals who have taken this before, right? Okay, moving on to the next timeline. International graduate stream applied on May 6, 12:50 p.m. EST. AOR was received on September 22nd. Additional document request for IMM 5669 form for gaps was received on October 1st and submitted on October 2nd. Indian PCC uploaded with IMM 5669 form. And then eCOPR was received on October 8th for this individual. So that is what we have for this timeline. Moving on to the next timeline, international graduate stream applied May 6, 1:48 p.m. EST. Medical was passed on September 1st, linked the application on September 2nd. AOR was received on September 8th. Ghost updates on October 1st and October 5th. Portal email on October 7th, portal credentials on October 7th, eCOPR on October 9th for this individual. So that is the timeline for this individual, very straightforward, and on, I would say, on the faster side as well. From September to October, like 1 month, not bad at all. Now moving on to the next timeline. International graduate stream applied on May 6, 12:42 p.m. EST. Biometric letter was received on September 2nd. AOR was received on September 3rd and was able to link the application on the same day on September 3rd. Now, this individual called IRCC 3 times, and IRCC said that they have sent a PCC request, but this individual never received any PCC request. Okay, so you might face such scenarios where you call IRCC, they say they have sent you the request, but in your portal, in your GCK account, you don't see any request. So what you can do after receiving AOR is submit PCC upfront. Like this individual uploaded PCC through web form. Now that you have AOR, you have application number, so it's easier for IRCC to link the submitted document to the file, right? And then once the web form was submitted, then this individual submitted another web form for corrected employment letter and pay stubs on September 28th. Seems like all of the web forms were accepted, and portal email was received on October 4th, and portal credentials was received on October 5th, and finally eCOPR was received on October 9th, right? So that is another timeline. Moving on to the next timeline, international graduate stream May 6th, 12:41 p.m. EST, medical was passed on August 30th. Linked the application on September 2nd. AOR was received before being able to link the application on August 31st. PCC requested on August 31st and uploaded on September 3rd. And there were no ghost updates for this individual. Portal email was received on October 6th and portal credentials on October 7th and eCOPR on October 8th for this individual. So that is again a great timeline. Now, the next timeline here is of international graduate stream again. May 6th, 12:37 p.m. EST, medical was passed on August 18th. Linked the application on August 18th. AOR was received on August 20th. PCC requested on August 19th and uploaded on 20th the next day. Ghost update on October 2nd and October 5th. Portal email on October 5th, portal credentials on October 5th, and eCOPR on October 7th. So again, I would say 1.5 months from the time of receiving AOR to eCOPR. That's, a decent timeline. Alright, so in my last video, I showed you how Stephanie mentioned that everything is moving so quickly for her. Finally, she shared a little bit about her timeline. So she's saying that she applied for international graduate stream on May 6th, 9:37 Pacific time. So that would be 12:37 EST time, and received AOR on September 23rd and received PR confirmation on October 5th. So that is very fast. So like within 2 weeks received PR confirmation on October 5th and still waiting for PR card, right? So once again, congratulations, Stephanie, and thank you for sharing your timeline and updates with me. Really appreciate it. And yeah, so things are really staggered right now. Few people are getting eCOPRs very, very fast, and there are some who are still waiting for like 2 to 3 months, right? So that's really long wait for some individuals. Now, these timelines I've shared with you before, so I won't talk over it, but they are here. You can pause the video and look at them if you like. They are the early October timelines, and I've kept some rare timelines where individuals from Quebec moved out of Quebec, so this is one of those timelines. And then Outland Dependent timeline is also here for your reference. Yeah, so these are some of the timelines, and I always have a special timeline, although it's a little bit old, but for this individual, applied within the first 15 minutes and had to wait over 3 months to get eCOPR. So take some inspiration and keep patience. Great news is definitely coming soon. Now, open work permit, this is the latest timeline I have, and I have shared with you before. Applied August 3rd and received September 28th. I'm seeing that there is a little bit of delay in terms of work permit side as well. So I think that will, you'll have to keep some patience there as well if you applied for open work permit. And special shout out. So special shout out to Alvina, MS, Ravinder, Kamaljeet, Hardeep Singh, Kingsley. Thank you so much for all your great questions, interactions, and helping each other out. Really appreciate that. Do help each other out in the comments, as you are always doing. So thank you so much for that. And just a reminder, I always post regular updates on Tier 2 PR pathway, and it's my guarantee that I'll continue doing that. Let me know your questions. I'll try my best to get answers for you within 1 or 2 days. And subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed already, and like my videos. Alright guys, please take care of yourself, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care and stay safe. Bye bye.